Linda Kuhle, and I suppose this speaks to that interview you had with one member of the family, or closely related to the family, who called on the community to mobilize against foreigners.
Well, very much so, Michelle, and in fact we are at the Vlakfontein family house, the Khoza family house. That's where all these things started. And in fact, I'll just allow my colleague, before I take you to the community, to show you what you are seeing now. These particular two rooms, the room of the main house and the bedroom, are where it all began. This is where bodies of the 7 Khoza family were found. We're talking about 4 children and 3 women. But I'm taking you through now towards the protesting community members just outside the Vlakfontein, the Khoza family house, I should say. But along this line, this is where, in fact, the neighbors are saying they, when they passed by here, they felt a certain smell, a certain stench coming from this side. And as we get closer towards the fence there, the heap of sand that was inside, taken out by the community members as they cleaned this house, in fact, is still here, almost as a reminder. My colleague Mbudzeni just showing you that's the sand that was taken outside, and that's the sand that has gotten the community worried, saying how can this much sand be in a house, and one man referring to, of course, Fita Khupe, hadn't noticed this particular sand. But now we are taking you to what the community members themselves, as you can see, tires are burning. The mobilization they've been calling for is actually happening right now. And I speak to one gentleman who was speaking earlier about mobilizing the community, and what is the plan from the community? I understand that there's a lot of frustration towards the justice system.
We're very frustrated as the community of Vlakfontein and Ward 122 as a whole. What we are currently doing as the community leaders, we are busy mobilizing, looking at the vastness of our ward. So now we are busy. They've got WhatsApp groups, Sanko, society, all the structures in our community are busy mobilizing. So now the plan is, from here we move to Colin Highway. And Colin Highway will demonstrate, because we are not happy with our justice system. The NPA or NDPP, they must do something. Remember, when this case started, we were promised that the Minister of Police will come and address the community, because looking at our area, we are serviced by one police station which is situated somewhere in the Leisure South suburb. We can't even locate that police station. Now we are not happy with how and we are serviced by our justice system in this area. So what we want justice to be served.
All right, my brother.
Yes.
Let me take my viewers here, in fact, towards the neighbor who was also here. In fact, when they opened, they broke down the door. And Mama, you are saying to me, in fact, you were saying earlier on that you ningenile lapagati with the Fita Khupe, and something, he wasn't shocked when he saw the bodies and all of. But take us through the day you guys broke and found the bodies inside.
We called him, and then he opened the gate.
Yeah.
From the gate, we follow him. We forced him to break the door, because we tell him that there's a smell around at the back of the house.
Yeah.
Then we follow him, and then he take a digging fork, try to open. Then there was a tenant who go and take a forshol or spade, and then open the door. And then he was the first person who went inside the room. Then we follow him, and then he went up until at the back of the house. But he didn't look worried as or shocked or whatever you can say if you see something that you didn't know it was there. And then at the end of the day, he was sitting here saying, "This is my house. I will come and stay here. I have built this house." As for me, I don't want to see him here. Wherever he was there for the past 7 months, the government must just have to take him back there and stay there, because number one, I'm not safe. Right now I'm not safe. So they must have to take him back to Sun City. They mustn't tell us that they're going to take him to Zimbabwe or wherever. No, we are not safe. Even if he's there at Zimbabwe or wherever, he's the same way he came here. It is the same way he's going to come back again. And then the same way he killed these people is the same way he's going to finish us. To tell you that, you see that house, there's a brown curtains. We found it that they stole the curtains. We didn't see them. So how are we sure that they were not going to come and start with me, with my 10 kids? No.
Okay. Some of the sentiments from the community. I'll just take you through the streets, Michelle, just as a last thing that I do as we monitor the situation here. But what we understand is that they are going to the Golden Highway. In fact, some community members are already on the move going to Golden Highway. They are saying that they are indeed going to the Golden Highway, but they've bent one tire just here, and they're saying that they are trying to get as many people as they possibly can to join in calling for justice. They are not satisfied with the judgment that was made, or rather the pronouncement from the NPA saying that they're not going to prosecute or put Fita Khupe in trial.
Yeah, and they obviously don't believe that he is innocent. What does the state have to say about why the case has to be completely thrown out? Is there really not a shred of evidence against this man?
Well, we spoke to the prosecution earlier on outside court after we heard this news, and what they said is that the only piece of evidence that really links Fita Khupe to these murders is, of course, that of the statement of the late Ernest Mabaso. And what they are saying is that, unfortunately, it cannot stand in court when they take him to trial. And they're saying that other pieces of evidence, such as the forensics that they've gathered here, the fingerprints and the DNAs, haven't been able to link Fita Khupe, and that the NDPP actually said that they cannot continue with this particular case. So it was a decision by the National Prosecuting Authority, seeing that there is not enough evidence linking Fita Khupe, the 61-year-old, to the murder of the 7 family members here at the Khoza family.
Yeah, Linda Kuhle, before we let you go, so all of the charges will now be withdrawn, all of the charges against Fita Khupe. What happens then in terms of when he will be released from prison?
Well, what we understand is that as soon as the court was finished, he was going to sign that he is being released. We're not sure where exactly he will be going, because the last time when he was applying for bail, part of the reason why they said he can't go out on bail was that the alternative address he had provided, the people in that particular community were also revolting, saying they do not want him in the community. And in fact, when the police went to apprehend him, the community members made it clear that he mustn't come back there. So we're not sure where exactly he's going. Some community members saying even if he goes to his home country where he was born in Zimbabwe, they still don't feel safe, because he was able to come to South Africa and be a citizen, and he's going to come back again. Those are the sentiments we are gathering on the ground at this point in time. But community members, in fact, a bulk of them have moved towards the Golden Highway, we understand, where they will be demonstrating and ensuring that their call for justice is heard by the state.
All right, well, thanks very much for that update. My colleague Linda Kuhle is live to us there from that area, which is close to the Golden Highway. Residents there really not happy with the fact that the 61-year-old Fita Khupe will be released from prison, and that all charges against him will be dropped. He was, of course, charged for the murders of 7 family members of the Khoza family.